Hello, greetings. So this is me again, Zahra. You know this tone. So this man came on Sahil, Indian ex-Muslim. Again, problem that they want me to think if these Muslims want me to embrace Islam again, I will not. And they also don't want the former Muslims to say anything against Islam because they feel दुश्मन ऐसे खड़े हुए हैं हमारा और हमने रसूलुल्लाह को हम तो कहते हैं कि सुन्नियों ने रसूलुल्लाह को सही तरह नहीं समझा तभी तो ये हालत है मुसलमानों की हम शिया चुप रहते हैं मारना दारना नहीं है और तो और कोई सुन्नी मुस्लिम अगर बहुत like they cannot marry Shias. Shias cannot marry, vice versa. One book, one prophet, still so many problems. But still, Islam is better. Okay, Islam is better. Didn't kill anyone. No, with tax इसलिए रखा था. They put the tax on. We have many excuses like this. So I'm really fed up of this. I'm telling you frankly, honestly, openly. We can't say, so the former Muslims who have suffered due to whatever way Islam came, it was the people who took it in the wrong way. Shias are wrong. Someone was been telling me not to call myself a Shia. So why is there Shia of Nuh? Hazrat Ibrahim was Shia of Nuh in Surah Safat. Okay, I don't remember the verses and the surah names properly. But please excuse me for that. However, this verse exists there. And all the time, Allah is enough. And you people worship Rasul. We also worship, according to the Sunni Muslims, we worship Rasulullah. You have to worship Rasulullah. Obedience is equal to worship, isn't it? Yeah, the command of Allah. This person had come and tried to. So now, before Prophet Yusuf's parents could bow down to him, towards him, but now the Qibla has changed. The command of Allah suddenly changed. That you cannot bow down to any human being. This is extremely important. It's shirk. Sunni Muslims have and non-Shia Muslims have shown the Shias this. And also you have to believe without not say anything. The Shias found some problems with the three companions, caliphs who became the caliphs, Rashidun. Because why would they find this? In the Sunni sources they found it. How would you tell me to believe in something that it's quite funny, boils my blood. अच्छा अल्लाह 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 ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह पूछिए अल्लाह वर्ड कहाँ से आया है अच्छा आप लोग राधा रानी को नहीं मानते हैं तो नहीं माने, आप लोग हिंदुओं के रस्म, आप लोगों को हिंदू अच्छे नहीं लगते तो सही है। आप लोगों को कभी कौन अच्छा लगा है सिवाय आपके सुन्नी मुस्लिम्स के? शिया भी नहीं अच्छे लगते हैं आप लोगों को। शिया भी वो पॉलिसीज हैं, इसलिए ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह, अगर सिर्फ ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह होता तो मोहम्मद रसूलुल्लाह फिर आप क्यों बोलते हैं? और फिर शियाओं को बोलते हैं कि अली वलीउल्लाह भी नहीं कहो। अच्छा ये बड़ा वो एक आदमी आया था, ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह, ला इलाहा, he really कुरान में देखिए, अभी आप अजान में ये बोले ला ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह, लेकिन सुन्नी मैं आपको कहूँ सुन्नियों के साथ रहेंगे और शिया शियाओं के साथ रहेंगे, और शादी भी ऐसे नहीं होती है। ये पता नहीं कहाँ से टपक के आ गया था एक अजीब अजीब किस्म के हमारे सुन्नी शिया, पता नहीं बरेलवी, गॉड नोस, देवबंदी, और फिर बात बात पे एक दूसरे को bad feelings, and they won't marry, they'll only marry in certain their own school or whatever they feel is right and true and just. So who has deviated? They feel the Shias have deviated from La ilaha illallah. And we felt that there's not even a speck, shadow of polytheism. तो ये एक साहब आए थे, बड़ा बढ़ चढ़ के बात कर रहे थे, एक्स मुस्लिम्स को समझा रहे थे हम लोग। तो कभी आए शिया को समझाने के लिए, मैं देखूं, I'll turn as a Shia for just a few moments with him. Let me see what he says to me. That's why I said, let me talk to this guy. सुन्नियों के साथ बात नहीं कर सकते अपने वो शिया, हमारे शिया जो हैं, I've been a Shia, I know. वो तो ऐसे ऐसे दलीलें देते हैं कुरान से और evidence that polytheism, why do you call on Ali and this? Only La ilaha illallah, only call on Allah for help. Goodness, what is this? So Quran, where's the verse? La ilaha illallah. There's only one God. And in the Azan, and your God is one God, Allah. There is no deity worthy of worship except Him. ये verse है इधर, it is apparent from above verses that La ilaha illallah, there is no deity except Allah, is the only kalima of all the prophets and their nations. हाँ तो मेरा कोई मेरी लड़ाई, I did not create this kind of thing. Why I'm not a desi ex-Muslim. I wanted to see the truth in my religion. I had the courage. maybe these Muslims, they don't have the courage. They don't even have the courage to see Shia Islam. I had the courage to go into Sunni ways and see through Sunnis' eyes, non-Shia Muslims. So I don't know, this man, he sounded really something like those bigots, only about what he thinks is right about Islam, and stuck on the philosophy and that meaning of La ilaha illallah, and this puts everything in order, and this is the mutual universal order of things. Yes, and he was saying not to say anything against his prophet. God knows what he would do, really. So, like those people like me who have found some verses and things from the Quran and experienced, but then they will say, I know these Muslims, they won't leave Islam. But why not when you find something that is wrong, like friends come together and speak about it? I don't have an agenda. I don't have any conspiracy. I'm courageous enough to see. It was so difficult, even now. Like I kept telling them, it's very shocking for me still. Someone was saying, leave it. Get out of this shock. It's very shocking for us still. And this person just comes and the same thing then, Sunni Islam reigns in the world. And there was a time when these Muslims used to say, we are Muslims, don't call yourselves anything else. Don't call yourselves Shias. I didn't even get a thank you for, thank you, yes, we appreciate. You know, no, I stand corrected. We stand corrected that देखें Hazrat, why these things? Hazrat Nuh, okay, this is Hazrat Nuh was it's a ayat in the Quran. You see, and this ayat, the way मेरा तो दिमाग खराब हो गया after seeing that. Of course, this would happen to a person. Some people we're not, I mean, we're not that intelligent, or we've been dumbfounded. Can you believe the Shia, one Shia was telling me, I don't know how many Shias have agreed to him, that there's nothing wrong with Surah Noor, Ayat 33. So I have little energy now, again, but here it is. And they've tried to change this also in the translations. If they would have lived chastely, constrain not to, very difficult. Do not compel your female slaves to prostitution when they desire to be chaste. When they desire to be chaste, all of them cannot desire to be chaste. There's a when they desire. I've in length, I don't know why the Muslims have been trying to bring these, okay, they can speak about their religion, they have the right, but they cannot command someone not to speak against Prophet Muhammad. Especially, I'm not drawing cartoons. Even if someone was drawing cartoons as a Shia, it doesn't matter to me. Even at Khomeini, I didn't even agree to Khomeini, what he said against Salman Rushdie and what he did. Stabbing people and all this. Control your feelings about that, about your religion. No wife should be hurting. Okay, maybe please look at the women's rights. You will say, no, no, the men can discipline them. They have the right. Men have the right to divorce, and also then the woman gets a dowry, meher. But if she asks for a divorce, then her dowries, like meher, like dowry is cut off. And the husband can make her wait. And child custody. Who does the child go to? All these laws given in, nee, I don't know anything. What do you mean you don't know anything about the, you have to know the Quran. Just reading it once doesn't mean that you've understood the Quran. What if someone comes to you and says, sir, we have found errors in the Quran, scientific errors. What other errors there are? No, no, no. My God is one God, and this is the order of everything. There's this may have come from some ancient that Muhammad adopted or copied or stole. Oneness, gathering of things. Also, yes, there is one God, but we have stars to show the guide, which North Star this is. Now we have the compass, but there was a long time ago the stars used to show us. They say something like this. Tell us, this is the North Star, this is. Guide us. That's why we sometimes equate Al-Bayt as the stars. No sun. Prophet Muhammad is the sun. No, I mean, oh goodness. So, just metaphorically speaking, not in reality. But even materialistically taking things like what are the benefits of the sun and all this. Glory be to God, glory be to God. Of course, we Shias used to say glory be to God. Khuda ki jo bhi Bhagwan ka, whatever in the universe there is, we value the creation, right? Also, as the creator, if you do not value the created things, how would we know that you value the creator? So let's see if how much value. Yes, don't give it too much value, but when you give yourself value, give the other person also the same equal value. And if you don't hurt anyone, then you are a real human being. So then there are saints, pious people, and All this I have taken into consideration. So then there are pious people. Then in the Quran, we are told there are different people, so many. There's the party of Allah. No, we are Muslims. Okay, please call yourselves Muslims, but give the right to the other person to call themselves Barelvi, Deobandi, Shia, and everyone has their own. Shias have their own ways, very different from the Sunnis. And some of them, it will be quite a headache if let's suppose for example, let's suppose the principal, Mrs. Munira Gulzar, is a Sunni, was a Sunni, and I'm a Shia. Let's suppose if she wanted to take me for her son or something like this. Oh, it would be quite a headache. She would rather choose a Sunni than me. You know what I mean? Excuse me. I mean, for me, she would think twice, only on this Shia Sunni thing. She would think twice. But for a Sunni, she wouldn't think twice if her son is in love, or they, they find someone for him from a Sunni family. There they won't think twice. So what is it with the Muslims when it comes to la ilaha illallah? They get so, like, this is the greatest thing ever. And Sufis are a different kind of people. Some of us say, sorry to say this, but that the Sufis are not even Muslims. They have deviated. Their practice is dance, whirling dervishes. Rasulullah did not teach them dancing. In our Shia religion, no racing, camel racing and all this. So this oneness of God, oneness, my goodness, on that the Muslims have said that all other religions, even the Jews, yes, they have, whether begotten or not, but sons of God. I've read somewhere in the Bible. Okay, so even the Jews have deviated and called themselves children of God. Let's see, Old Testament. And so Rasulullah was the only one who brought them back to this great thing. Children of Israel, children of God. Old Testament. Genesis 6. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair. Yes, so this is in the Genesis 6, 1 to 4. I've just started reading in Wikipedia. So what this means, well, deeply Hebrew Bible interpretation, you can go into the interpretations and find out. But it does say, so some of us have taken it on face value, like we've taken the Quran on face value, and we don't even read the Quran properly. They're different. And ask this person, who wrote the Quran? Where's the stamp of Prophet Muhammad? So I was saying, if he's a Shia, let me talk to him. Put some sense in my Shias. Yes, so what's the reason when La ilaha illallah is the only important thing, the message, the only message, the only important message? What's the use of all the punishments and explaining the embryology and where the sperm comes from the backbones and the ribs, gushes forth and all this? What's the reason for the Quran then? What's the reason? If which is the most, yes, so even Shias, they know that Tawheed, oneness of Allah, or just one Allah. What is this Tawheed? Tawheed is the indivisible oneness concept of monotheism in Islam, Wikipedia. So this is the first pillar, belief in Islam. You have to believe that there's only oneness of God, one God, worthy of worship, alone and no other. Then come His commands and all this. Then if this great one Allah, then you have to follow what this great Allah says. And through whom does He say all these things? You have to follow the principles, the laws set by this divinity, one Allah. You have to know your Quran in and out. And if you can't make out one word and you mess it up, it's going to be different than what you think of. Arabic may be your mother tongue, but Arabic is not everyone else's mother tongue. Now people are translating it, and you know what problems we've had in translating the Quran? Where is the Quran dictionary? Do you know the meaning of nikah? So all this jumping from here and there. What's the original meaning of nikah? What's the original meaning of nikah? Let's see. So just searching. Hello, yes. So yeah, there are different meanings. There's a bad meaning to nikah, but we don't know how to get into the Quran dictionary or the original real dictionary. And these Arabs know what the original meaning of nikah is, or aqad, different meanings. I cannot see. So I don't know. And who will I learn it from? Prophet Muhammad as a Shia or Imams. Now I've read Al-Kafi about God, and still it didn't, I didn't get it. I was like, oh, so you have to go through the Imams to know the true God after Rasulullah. Okay, this may not work. There's something like, let's say for example, there's a debate going on Khamar. So we were told that Bibi Fatima Zahra, the way she covered herself, example is given. Khamar. So we took it from there. And some of the Muslims are still debating on this, whether to cover your head or not. So there are different translations. People are not getting what is khamar. They're still debating, meaning one is saying that khamar does not mean, it just, that verse says only cover your chest part and wear a loose outer garment. But it doesn't say head covering. And there are women in Islam who have completely covered themselves. And then we say not one soul should be hurt, or, why this injustice? No, one Allah cannot do. There can be no misunderstanding. It should be so clear. The Quran is so clear. The Quran is clear. It claims to be clear. The Quran is clear. I will show you the verse at least. How clear is it? And who wrote it? And is it in order the way it came to Prophet Muhammad? Some of its verses are absolutely clear about the rules, and those we need to get, I guess. Maybe I have to really, again, read the Quran. He is one who has revealed to you the book, the Quran. Out of it, there are verses. Now, you see, some say it is Zakar. Does it say Quran? He is the one who revealed. They say the book, Kitab. It is a book. What is the real meaning of Kitaba? We have to go to Rasulullah or our Imams to find out. So what was I saying? Oh God. So how would you know? Okay, the Quran is clear. Now those who have perversity in their hearts go after such part of it as is mushabi, mutashabi, seeking to create discord. So you can take these verses, some of them which are not clear, and seek to create discord. Now, so many problems. That's why I say, Jiddu Krishnamurti, please do look at this. Okay, the other things, this man has got me all out of balance. Different Qurans. So if there was one God and the all-knowing, we have different classical Arabic, different linguistic, lexical, phonetic, Kirat. So in our Shia Islam we are divided even. We don't know which is the true Imam, whether to follow His Highness Aga Khan or the 12 Shias. So shouldn't one God be so clear and forget, but we won't forget Prophet Muhammad. So, is there a verse in the Quran to obey? To, if you do not obey him, so Prophet Muhammad has a is let's see if I can find a verse that says you would not know Allah. No, I can't find any verse. You would not know Allah without Prophet Muhammad. Let me see. Searching. Is it in our faith? I mean, I'm just asking because, you are Quran prophecy. So I can be like Christian Prince, really. Christian Prince. I don't know what they're trying to do on YouTube. They come, oh my God, not one. Someone honestly, someone. So if the foreigners give us this, we say foreigners. We are the best. Yes, but the person was still saying, don't say anything to Prophet Muhammad. What if someone finds out if the Sunnis read their own Sahis and all this, if they are happy with the way Prophet Muhammad and the narrations have come, and it is if they're happy with the like the way then they are, but don't expect someone else to consider your prophet reading Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim and all that to be the great prophet, true prophet. And since I'm a former Shia Muslim, I'm showing you, sharing, and this guy comes and he says, like, don't say anything. He came, like we Muslims are saying, don't say anything. He's representing all the Muslims. Don't say anything to Prophet Muhammad. Even if your rights are curbed, you feel that this is unjust, not to understand something. Slave girl prostitution under consent is unjust. If you feel nothing is wrong with that, and men can go on marrying 4 wives, and Prophet Muhammad did the right thing, but we don't think that way anymore. It's not that we are falsely accusing him. And about world powers and all this, always world powers, those things have won. But this religion is dangerous, I feel, and I will talk about it. Don't you think I have the right to talk about it if I feel that Prophet Muhammad is a false prophet? I really do see it now in between the lines, reading Surah Azab and all this. So please spare. If you don't want to spare, then you kill us.